Welcome to Royal House Updates. The new queen could be preparing to retire some outdated traditions as she prepares for a modernized monarchy. Before we continue, if you're new to our channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more updates. Thank you. Queen Camilla stood by the side of King Charles III as the couple led the royal family in the state funeral for Queen Elizabeth II on Monday. While mourning the loss of her mother-in-law, Camilla has had to adapt to her new role as Queen Consort, and it seems that the former Duchess of Cornwall may do things differently than the queen who came before. Throughout her reign, Queen Elizabeth II had an unwavering support system made up of a tight-knit team of dedicated women who were handpicked by the late queen and helped her with the day-to-day demands of being monarch. All carrying the title of lady-in-waiting, some picked out her outfits, helped her bathe and dress, while others responded to letters or accompanied her on official engagements. But behind the title and duty, these women played a more vital role to the country's beloved queen. Friend and confidant. The role of lady-in-waiting is one that is steeped with tradition and honor, typically given to women of noble and aristocratic backgrounds. Historically, ladies-in-waiting did not get paid, and given their wealthy backgrounds, they were able to take on the lifelong unpaid role. They were also unable to quit or retire from the position, therefore committing to serving the queen for her lifetime. With the death of Queen Elizabeth, several of her ladies-in-waiting are expected to retire due to their own advancing years. While it has been said some may stay on to support the new queen, one expert has claimed the traditional role may not be filled again. Marlene Koenig, a historian who has spent several years researching the royal family, explained Queen Camilla may do away with the role in a bid to modernize the monarchy. Ms. Koenig told Express.co.uk. There are some positions that may no longer be filled. Ms. Koenig mentioned Angela Kelly, the late monarch's personal dressmaker who held the official title. Personal assistant, advisor, and curator to Her Majesty, jewelry, insignias, and wardrobe. Even the queen inched away from these traditional roles with Angela Kelly, and she got closer to the clothes and jewels than the ladies-in-waiting, the expert claimed. Historically, ladies-in-waiting were not paid for what they did, differing from the personal assistant and secretaries appointed by royals. The ladies-in-waiting would accompany female royals on outings, standing by to take flowers and provide the royal with a pair of tights in case they got a ladder so they could quickly change, a nail file, different things the royal may need, and they'd carry these things in their handbag. Ms. Koenig also recalled the notes of thanks the ladies-in-waiting would send in response to letters to the queen. She said, "You'd be really lucky if you got a letter stating, 'The Queen thanks you,' and it would be signed, for example, Lady Susan Hussey, lady-in-waiting. I don't think we're going to see that anymore. I think in the correspondence office, it's just going to be people signing the letters. In this day and age, they will have people who do it, but I don't expect they'll have the formal title." The fact that Queen Camilla has not appointed ladies-in-waiting points to that. I think it also could be to stress that they're not totally relying on people in the nobility. Ms. Koenig said, "I think it's something that will be pushed aside. It is a position that I don't think will be revived in this reign. The royal women don't have someone waiting on them, they have someone who assists them. I think that's the move." The late queen's ladies-in-waiting were among those who paid their respects at the monarch's state funeral on Monday. Lady Susan Hussey, who was affectionately nicknamed Number 1 Head Girl, stood by the queen's side for over 60 years. Now 83, Lady Susan was one of the monarch's most trusted confidants. She recommended Tiggy Leggy Bork as nanny to future King Prince William and his brother Prince Harry, and is also one of the godmothers of the Prince of Wales. It has been reported that Angela Kelly was interviewed by Lady Susan for her position as the Queen's dresser. However, perhaps the most public display of the monarch's friendship with her lady-in-waiting came in April last year at the funeral of Prince Philip. It's said that the Queen personally asked Lady Susan to join her in the car to St. George's Chapel as the monarch prepared to say her final farewell to her husband of 73 years. Lady Susan was part of the sovereign's HMS bubble during the coronavirus lockdowns. Dame Mary Morrison, who had served the Queen since 1960, joined Lady Susan at